was quite busy, and so had to come back. Wasn't expecting much, but have to say, 100% better.
100% better.
I would say probably first experience was like a 5, just average.
Yeah.
No reason to come back. This one, 7. I'd come back.
Do you think we were biased because it was to do with the Cowboys and stuff?
Yeah, I definitely made it taste better, but I was a little upset because I did get my sticker with my meal, but I only got one piece of that Texas toast or whatever the hell it is, and you guys got 2.
I had two.
Adam did give me half of his.
If you're flying into Dallas Love and you want to catch a Cowboys game, before you hit up your hotel, I highly recommend checking out the Post Malone Raising Cane's in Frisco, Texas.
Frisco Tesla.
I'm not going to say I'm a Raising Cane aficionado, but when I'm in Dallas, Texas, I have to come to the Cowboys branded, Post Malone branded Raising Canes. Did I like it a little bit better because it was posty? Probably. But I like the Texas toast, I like the chicken fingers, and I like the Raising Cane sauce, baby. Okay, what are you doing right now?
Watching the video.
What are you doing right now? Watching our video or watching your video?
I went for a 94-year-old lady. I'm supposed to have sex with her in these bushes. Okay. Yeah, we're leaving. Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so we just got talked to by the Raising Cane's management saying that we weren't allowed to film if we were professionals.
Thank you for that compliment.
But Raising Cane's, I'm gonna have to dock you down a little bit.
You've been docked.
You've been docked. I've been docked. We said 7 out of 10. Now my experience is brought down to a solid 3.
Whoa.
You don't come at my boy.
One job.
You don't come at my boy.
There he goes.
Cross him off the last! Cross him off the fucking last!
But the Cowboys obviously didn't want him because they knew, like, if you're trading
They
back
traded
on,
back.
every single trade was a street shot.
Here we go. Shoot him if you boot him.
What a rush!
I know they're getting a lot of awesome content. They're getting fired up, getting ready. We're still a few picks away. Big shout out to all you Cowboys fans. And they said no Brady rule applies.
No!
Guyton!
He's not on your board.
Guyton!
I said this to Deffy. I was like, if anybody got picked, any offensive lineman that'd be upset about it would be Tyler Guyton. Be happy about that. We got a starter.
Yeah.
We got a starter, and we got a day 2 pick.
Hey, Tyler Guyton, welcome to the team!
Boost me up a little bit more than that. Okay, that's good there, AJ.
Eric, BOTG, Bot G.
Time to pay the piper here.
Get this monkey suit off. Come on.
What are we doing here? We fucking got Guyton and we're fucking wearing suits still? What the f is this bullshit?
Hey.
Paying the bills.
Cracker, go.
Thank you, Maniacs, for 20,000 subs. Thank you, Maniacs. 20,000 subs, thanks to the nation. You got our back like we eggs and bacon. Crack 'em if you got 'em, son. That be our war cry. Shotgun, screech shots, boosting every stream live. Thank you, Confana Maniacs. We do this cause we know you got our back. 20K milestone, all because of you. Big shout out fam from the Cam Fan crew. Thank you, Maniacs, for 20,000 subs. Thank you, Maniacs, now let's go get that dub. Thank you, Maniacs, for 20,000 subs. Thank you, Maniacs, now let's go get that dub. Thank you, Maniacs, for 20,000 subs. Thank you, Maniacs, now let's go get that dub. Thank you, Maniacs, for 20,000 subs. Thank you, Maniacs, now let's go get that dub. Maniacs.
Oh, was he wide open?
20,000 subs. Thank you, Maniacs. 20,000 subs, thanks to the nation. You got our back like we eggs and bacon. Crack 'em if you got 'em, son. That be our war cry. Shotgun, street shots, boosting every stream live. Thank you, Maniacs. We do this cause we know you got our back. 20K milestone, all because of you. Big shout out, fam, from the Can Fan crew. Thank you, Maniacs, for 20,000 subs. Thank you, Maniacs, now let's go get that dub. Thank you, Maniacs, for 20,000 subs. Thank you, Maniacs, now let's go get that dub. Thank you, Maniacs, for 20,000 subs. Thank you, Maniacs, now let's go get that dub. Thank you, Maniacs, for 20,000 subs. Thank you, Maniacs, now let's go get that dub. Thank you, Maniacs, for 20,000 subs. Thank you, Maniacs. Thank you, Maniacs, for 20,000 subs. Thank you, Maniacs. Thank you, Maniacs, for 20,000 subs. Thank you, Maniacs.
Come on, man, listen to man. Shout out to Canada, man. Shout out to the whole Cowboys Can fam. You feel what I'm saying, man?
Thank you,
We in the building, we're
Maniacs.
doing big things, and big things popping, little things stopping. We outside, worldwide. It ain't been stepped on.
Thank you, Maniacs.
Now the party's getting started, baby!
30 minutes. So you guys can load up right now for $4 or $5 a drink.
Nice.
What's the drink? Oh! Why didn't you call my middle name, son?
We're here to kick ass on this happy hour. We're gonna have to draft them if you got them, right? Draft them if you got them. Let's go.
Show call, baby! What's up, baby? How you doing, brother? I'm good. Okay, call. What's up, man? Puro pinche Cowboys!
Let's go. Point to the lips. Raise it if you will. Come on, crack 'em if you got 'em, son.
That was Vegas 2022.
2032, baby! Las Vegas! Let's go! Hang on. Vegas! So those are the 4 top stadiums for Super Cowboy, baby.
I love it.
Then you put your hand out.
Oh, yeah. But you gotta look up so people can think someone else is pouring it.
That's it.
We will get naked for money.
Naked for money!
Super Cowboy said when we're in Texas, we have to have a shiner beard. So he bought us a brown, fellas. Get him up.
Let's go!
Let's go!
We are El Destino, Cowboy Camp fans right here, man. We're doing our thing. Get ready. Thanksgiving, we beating them damn giants. That's what's happening for real. Let's go.
We're like giant pussies.
I'm gonna guess the sizes.
Well, I think it should be pretty easy to guess. Medium.
Oh shit, large. Who's a medium?
Much love to you guys. Keep doing your thing, baby. Happy Thanksgiving. Nothing but blessings. Let's go.
Beat your Cowboy, baby. Woo! Let's go!
You're gonna take it? Okay. All right.
toast and let it spin you. Cowboys fans are the best in the world, and Eagles fans are dirty words.
Fuck the Eagles!
Eagles fans are dirty words. Recovered a fumble, chug a beer, defensive interception, chug a beer. If that pick does go for 6, get a screech shot in your kid. Then be the rules, then bend the rules for years. Get it in you, son, get it in you. Raise a toast and let it spin you. Cowboys fans are the best in the world, and Eagles fans are dirty words. Eagles fans are dirty words.
Fuck the Eagles!
Snow is falling, folks are balling.
Hey!
Old man Jones.
Shout out to all
he's
you guys out there
always
listening right
stalling.
now and just having a great Christmas with Can Fan.
Here live at Levi Stadium, Niner territory, enemy territory. We're gonna go ask around, because I don't know about you, but I get this whiff of hate. So we're gonna ask everybody, why do they hate the Cowboys so much?
This is Niners land, territory. They were telling me that I was a piece of shit when I was walking through there.
Why do you hate the Cowboys so much? I don't hate, because there ain't no hater bone in my motherfucking body. Oh, I did not expect that. He might be.
Woo! Oh, shh. What? Mag. Okay, here. Let me just go here for a second.
Hang on.
I gotta cook because we gotta add boots over here. We didn't do that, so I gotta copy solo view link here.
You get that cooking going,
and then, but now I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
So take his little code link.
Yeah, I got his link.
And then you gotta go to. We're doing this on the fly.
Okay, do it on the fly behind baseball. Okay. Now what do I do here?
No, okay. So now go to
Ninja Chat.
You're gonna go to.
Or I have to go to this.
Yeah. And
Properties.
Properties. Yep.
Where is it?
This is good for audio listeners.
Where the hell is properties on them?
Go to.
Oh, down here. It's down here. Yep.
And now
we're cooking.
Switch that.
We're cooking. Look at this. You know, if Ad's watching, he is just like, whoops.
It should be the same link, but whatever.
No, it changes every time.
Does it? Okay.
So this watch boot should pop up here. Boot. There
it is.
Yes. We were going through an asteroid field with the Millennium Falcon. We didn't need Han Solo to call us. Chewbacca and who am I? I guess I'd be R2-D2 if I was anybody.
Well, so there's Chewbacca, but who flies with him after Solo dies?
Oh, I don't know.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. Crack him if you got him.
Anyways,
well, let's bring him on. Bot G.
Pedro Pascal, whoever.
Pedro, yeah.
We got someone better.
We got someone way better than Pedro Pascal because the second season, The Last of Us sucked. It was no good, but the 2025 NFL Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys season is going to be awesome. And we're bringing Bootsy, Bot G, Eric in the house with us. Bot G, what's happening?
Dude, just here live at Boots Studio right here. Breaking it in for you guys. What do you think?
Dude, it looks sick.
I love it.
It looks really good. Boots, I'll tell you this right now. How you look right now with your backdrop and how it looks is 95% better than the guys on the internet that talk about sports.
What?
Oh, easily. Like I would say almost easily. Most people, it's like they have a green screen background or like, I don't know, their bed in the background. So I think what you're doing, you're slowly, not even slowly, you got it going on, man. You got some LED Cowboys gear going. You got a Cowboys Av. Like, it looks good, dude. I like it.
Technically speaking, if we go like Camp Fan Folklore, you guys were the first ones to break in the studio.
Oh, yes.
2 years ago?
The first, no, it might have been last year when we were live there, or 2 years ago.
Yeah, it wasn't for training camp, but it was for like a SoFi game against like the Rams.
The Monday Nighter, the Chargers. It was against the Chargers.
Yeah, and we did a show live from Boot Studio.
It looks good, man. It looks great, to be honest. So, Bootsy, you're back. Just like the NFL season, training camp has started. You were there yesterday. We got a lot to talk about. Before we hop into it, AJ, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Doing good. A little upset here that bandwagon boy won is off gallivanting wherever he might be
With his real job,
with his
doing real job
doing
stuff.
real work stuff.
I don't believe it.
But I am very stoked to have Bot G here on the show, and he was live at the orgy, aka what I like to call Oxnard, baby.
Live at the orgy. Do you think Adam's just trying to get his last little bit of away time before he has to see us for like 4 hours twice a week?
Yeah, I think he just went to Dairy Queen.
Yeah, he's just down the road in his car.
Yeah.
Because we're at his house. So
Eating a sundae.
AJ and I are just at his house by ourselves right now. No one else is here. So Adam's just down the road.
His truck is parked out front.
Yeah, it's like, wait, why are all the vehicles here? But man, like I had mentioned, football season's back, baby. Like we waited for this. It always feels like, when we're talking draft, when we're talking about the Super Bowl and the Cowboys are never in it, it's like, holy shit, we have so long to go until we get this moment. And man, we're weeks away from preseason Cowboys football. I think there's an NFL game, the Hall of Fame game might be like next weekend.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So we are weeks away, man, and it's really good. It's really nice. And Boots, like we said, we're gonna bring it out right now. You were there for day one of the Dallas Cowboys training camp, and how refreshing was it to watch Cowboys football?
Oh, it was so refreshing. I think everybody was just jonesing to have a little football back in our lives, and that's the way to do it. Training camp, Oxnard, day one. The vibes were there from the get-go. Everybody lining up to get in. Everybody was just so happy to be there and just to get a little taste of football. Not just the fans, but the players. The atmosphere, guys, was so different than any other year that I've been. And I've been going to training camp since 2004, guys.
Yeah.
So it says something. And then real quick, shout out to my guys in the chat, Brent Packer guy, Stephen White. They're already making fun of the casting couch that I'm sitting on over here.
Yeah, because Boots will always say this. You're rucking it up in the chat with the boys usually, and we and chat usually adds the guy to shout out chat. We appreciate you guys here, and I know everybody in chat's appreciative that football is fucking back. I'll say that, and let me get one of these in me right now. Crack 'em if you got 'em. Let's get them in ya, kid. Bootsy, get that Modelo in ya.
Oh hell yeah! Well, this is gonna be a crack 'em if you got 'em. This is the Miller Lite for now. I got the Modelo.
Oh, you got the Miller Lite. That sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys, right there.
It's good enough for the Cowboys. It's good enough for me.
Crack 'em if you got 'em. Enjoy that cold crisp beer. Cold crisp crack 'em on a nice summer Wednesday night. I don't know if it gets better than that. So Bootsy, I just want to ask you before. I don't know what AJ's got planned. He's looking for something to plug in. I just want to know your initial thoughts of yesterday. What you saw, what you heard, how you felt. Like your just initial these thoughts that you had yesterday could be completely different in 3 months, right? But whatever you saw yesterday, as soon as the Cowboys took the field for practice 1 of the 2025 season, I just want to know what you saw and how you felt, and is this team going to be competitive in 2025?
Yeah, well, before we get to the actual team, talking about training camp itself, rest in peace, Tree Lance. There were a few changes. The trees are gone.
They took him down.
Yeah, they took him down.
Where the fuck's the shade then?
Well, it's in the VIP. That's where the shade is. That's where we were.
Oh, did they have a roof? They had a roof at the shade. That I always thought it was the trees that were giving us the shade.
Almost the same setup as last time. You know how we were in those tents.
Yep.
But we also had like a couple of trees to the right and left of the field goal post. Those trees are gone.
Wow, that's good though.
And you know what?
It's a better view for all of us.
That's a better view.
Is the term it's apropos that we named it? I don't even know if I said that right, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Tree Lance is dead.
Tree Lance
or
and then
gone.
The next season it gets
axed.
Gets
axed, literally.
Literally. And what team is Trey Lance on, by the way?
Trey Lance, he's on one of the LA teams, isn't he?
Wasn't he like XFL or something?
I think he's on the Chargers.
Oh, you're right.
That's what I'm just seeing a flash of him on the Chargers. I don't know if that's true, but
yes, he is.
Okay, I thought he might have been on the Chargers, but he's still alive, and that just shows the NFL talent pool for backup quarterbacks, right? He will always find a gig, probably. But Bootsy, first thoughts, man.
Okay, so first thoughts, the energy just on the field from the players. I don't think I've ever been in an opening day where the players don't come out exactly like if it's going to start at 11:45. It was the first time I saw players out there from like 11:30, like out there stretching or kicking the ball or doing something. which is speaks volumes as far as someone's preparation. They're just eager to get out there as well. And then just watching the difference in the coaching staff that we have now, the involvement that I saw from not just Shoddy, which looking amazing in that visor. Which, by the way, the second he popped out, he popped that thing backwards. He's going around, he's shaking hands, high fiving everybody, and it was cool because you would see him and the coaching staff like participating in these drills. And let's be honest, like we didn't really get that from McCarthy. Unless he's chasing down a cheeseburger from In and Out, like you're not going to see much action out of that guy. But these guys were like they were going around. I don't know if you guys remember last year, you would see McCarthy with the whistle, and then he would just kind of shout commands from that one section or wherever he was at.
Well, yeah, you can't give the guy a heart attack. You can't run around. Mike
Yeah,
McCarthy can't be running around. He's gonna die.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I like how Shoddy would like go up to each player and like he would say something in their helmet, and they'd kind of be like, "Okay, yeah, got it, coach. Thanks, coach." And then they would go on with practice. So I just felt like he was more of a player's coach. I always thought that hey, maybe he's coming new head coach, no head coach football experience, but I didn't think that mattered. This guy literally came in like a seasoned head coach, and everybody seems to be on the same page. I love what he's doing with the program. I love the guys that he brought in to help out with every single aspect of coaching. And like I said, just the vibes at the end of training camp. I've never seen so many players like go to the fans and start signing autographs. Normally we see 5, 6 players, and I must have seen maybe a good 20, 30 players like immediately.
Yeah,
that I know
usually,
in my
Boots,
area.
usually you get the Calvin Josephs of the world signing
Oh, yeah.
footballs.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
there was some star power out there on day one signing. Because I'll bring out the monkey or the elephant in the room. I was gonna say the monkey in the room. The elephant in the room. You always hear this, right? With the Dallas Cowboys, it's like, oh, practice one, there's nobody in the stands. And it's like this, it's national media that there's nobody in the stands. It's like, it's a Tuesday, man. It's a fucking Tuesday.
Yeah, there's 31 other teams that are also having training practice on a Tuesday
With nobody in the stands.
and nobody cares.
But every single year with the Cowboys, it's a fucking breaking news story.
Here,
Oh, there's nobody in the stands. It looks like fans are rising up against the Cowboys.
When's that joint practice?
August
gonna be
5th.
Yeah. Let's
August
judge.
5th.
Let's
That's
judge.
gonna be great.
Let's judge it by August 5th, because I bet you if you're not there 2 hours ahead of time, you might be pretty scarce to get in.
Yeah, 100%.
You definitely got to have your ticket in advance. Like either get the VIPs or at least the sideline access passes. But if you're trying to get in just to the free
Right.
stand section, you're not going to get in if you're not in line by like 9 o'clock or something. But either way, I will be there on Saturday, this coming Saturday and Sunday, which is like the Welcome to Oxnard Grand Ceremony. So let's judge it on that.
Totally.
A few things that I think we should address before we maybe hop into the specifics, just because I want to get your thoughts on it. I know you were there, Boots, watching everything happen. You gave us a nice little breakdown, basically, of what you saw for day one, and that was really fun. But one of the bigger pieces of news that came out, and I don't know, I'm sick of talking about them, but we do got to talk about it until it fucking ends, and that might not be for another 100 years here, depending on when old man vampire Jerry Jones decides to kick the bucket. But he had quite the interesting press conference, or at least kind of, Anth, you were saying it was quite funny. Please no injuries, please no injuries, please no injuries.
Yep.
Well, Jerry Jones said, okay, that's fine. Let me just go ahead and tip the bucket over, and had that press conference where he not only called out Dak Prescott, but also Micah Parsons, and kind of aired some laundry that didn't really need to be aired about the decision-making process in picking a
Totally.
player.
And he doubled down on that. Not only those two players, Terrence Steele and Trevon Diggs.
That's right. That's right.
Like he honestly was just throwing shots at
if
everybody.
he was bowling, he'd only have what, 3 pins,
Like,
3 more pins.
Jerry Jones is the only owner in the NFL making headlines the day before going into training camp, and not for the better. And not for the better, because as everyone knows, seems like it's this repeating story with the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys have a star player who's at the at least 95 percentile on his team, or in the NFL at his position.
Any other team in the NFL is going to pay him $40 million a year to come play on his team.
And 2 months ago.
That's right.
And 2 months ago, right? So we're talking about Micah Parsons. Last year it was CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott. But this isn't a different thing. This happens every season that one of these star players of the Dallas Cowboys somehow gem find in the draft.
Mhm.
But Boots, there was a little bit of a dark, glooming cloud because, like AJ said, you had the comments from Micah Parsons talking about, like, and Micah looked down in his interview. I don't know if you can pull that up, AJ, but Micah looked absolutely down when they were talking about him, or when he was talking to the media, and he had Trevon Diggs beside him.
Yeah.
And they just both looked defeated. And it's like, these guys are supposed to be cornerstones of your defense. And now both these guys feel slighted by their team. Not only did Trevon Diggs get axed that $500,000 for not training with the team, but then now you have Micah who's like, are these guys going to pay me after all the shit I've done? So Boots, like, was there a lot of talk about that? Like when you were talking to people in the crowds, or did it feel like there was a little bit of a gloom at all?
Well, no, because all those comments were made after training camp, after practice was over. So everybody was like happy-go-lucky, just excited that Micah was there. That because most players wouldn't even show up to practice; they'd hold out. I think Zach Martin didn't show up till like week 2 last year, and so that's what everyone's like. Hey, he's here. We're gonna get a deal done. Everyone's excited, and those comments were made as soon as it was over. So a lot of people didn't even hear those comments because we were at camp. It wasn't until we're on the way home and we're watching, the replays and watching the news and watching all these, like people put it together and podcasts start talking about it. That we're like, oh wait, he said that. So that kind of happened afterwards. But I'm gonna give you guys an unpopular take. I might make some enemies out there. I'm gonna defend Jerry Jones. I'm gonna defend him. I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
was wrong of him? Yeah, from a personal perspective, yeah, that's a dick move, right? But let me ask both you guys: is he wrong?
No, he's not wrong.
Okay, like, as a business owner-
But okay, he's not wrong, but you can be right in a situation and still kind of have a little sense of the situation. Like the absolute worst time to bring these points up, the day before training camp. That's my only thing. The guy's not wrong, and he's not wrong. Like, as if you're looking at it as strictly a business, but it's not as they all say it's a business, right? But they're still human beings, and that human beings have emotions and have feelings, right? You can tell, and we're gonna look at it, but you can tell these two dudes, their feelings are hurt, and the worst thing you can have with star players that are divas is their feelings hurt. So he might be right, but the timing was absolutely wrong.
Okay, I agree, but we're talking about two men. They're late in their 20s. They got millions in their pockets already. I'm not gonna cry over a couple of guys with their hurt feelings. This is a man sport. Like, get over yourself. As far as Trayvon Diggs go, yeah, he did get dinged 500,000 for not showing up, but the guy signed a contract. And the contract said he would be like there 84% of the time. I understand that he was supposedly out there getting treatment, trying to probably get better doctors and better treatment. But is there any proof that he was actually doing that? How do we know that he wasn't on some boat with his brother and Cardi B partying, drinking? There's no proof of that he was actually doing that. Now, if you want to be able to go see your own doctors and have your managers or your agents put it in your contract, but bottom line is he knew there was a clause that said if you don't show up, you're going to get dinged. And then he doesn't do it. So what? Everyone's giving Jerry Jones crap over it. My bottom line, that's a contract. You signed it, you agreed to it, and then you're getting mad because he enforced it.
Yeah.
See, and that's not. See, I agree with you. That out of everything, as far as the contractual thing and the $500,000 knocked, it's more so these guys are like. I just feel like, again, it was all timing.
Yeah,
it's just all timing. The day before training camp, because now you got these guys that are sour about it, and it just kind of all offseason. What did we hear? Talked. What did we hear? What was it? Culture. The culture of the Cowboys. We're going to bring a different culture in. And does it feel different, really? Day one, and it's like the only thing talked about is Micah not getting paid and Trevon Diggs getting subtracted money.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because, like, from Jerry Jones' point of view, I mean, how many times can you hear the same question from the media over and over again every single year? And one of the things that jumped at me from the interview that he said is, like when people are saying, hey, you do this every year, you wait, the price keeps going up. If you would have just signed so-and-so a long time ago, you would have saved thousands. And he's just like, you think I don't know that? You think he doesn't know that? I mean, for all we know, he's already, offered 43, 44 million since last year. And Micah's agents are like, nah, dude, you can get 50.
Sure.
Hold on, wait till you see what JJ Watt gets. Wait till you see what Hendricks gets. Hendrickson over in Cincinnati. And there's like, no, you got to wait, dude. So for all we know, Jerry already made offers, Steven already made some offers, and it's Micah's camp that's holding him back and saying, "Hey, hold on, dude. There's gonna be more money coming here. You just got to say the right things." And you know what? Hey, maybe they don't want you. Maybe they're feeding him and being like playing that, "Oh, I'm the victim," card, and they always say something, and then the media jumps on it because I mean it's day one, right? Every single of the four-letter, every single sports station, they're all talking Dallas Cowboys. They're not talking about the stupid Eagles, the champs. They're not talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. Everyone is opening and talking about the Dallas Cowboys. And say what you want about Jerry. He's promoting the brand. He's out there. People are talking about it. They're not talking about anybody else. And what's that like? Um, his job as president, owner, manager, general manager is to continue to add value. And yeah, we haven't won the bowl in 29 years. I get that. But as far as media is concerned, as far as the 19.1 million fan base that he's developed here in this country alone, the guy's winning.
Look, there's no doubt that Jerry Jones is one of the more elite in terms of what he's done in his entire history in the NFL. He's one of the more elite owners, absolutely. And without what he did with the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm sure there's other handful of other owners that are in there, the NFL more than likely wouldn't be at the place that it is today. And that's, well deserved.
It's fact. I think everyone can agree with that.
But just addressing two separate things. I think the Trevon Diggs things, Boots, you nailed it.
He did. Boots nailed, literally nailed that.
It sucks that a guy decides the facilities at Dallas. I think that's the conversation that you should be having is like, okay, you got dinged, but like, why didn't you want to go to Dallas? And don't give me a sugar-coated answer like, oh, I just fell. Because if the answer is anything but, I don't even have a good answer for you, then there's a concern, okay, so you did not trust the trainers at the Dallas Cowboys camp. And we've seen that with the voting.
The grades.
With the grades.
Yeah, the
player grades.
Not the, what's the fucking facility grades?
Facility grades. And so like nothing against the Cowboys on that. With Micah Parsons, and I agree with Ant, like timings, it's just, come on, maybe choose a better time to do it. But we know that Jerry's going to answer these questions how he does, and the media knows it, and they're going to ask those questions. I think it comes down to this, because, yeah, you're right. Like, Jerry is correct. If I'm going to pay you $45 million guaranteed with the expectation you're playing 17 games and you play 10, I feel like I'm getting shafted. But here's the reality. This is the market. All teams play on that same level. It may seem unfair for like us three guys. Like if we say, okay, pay me whatever, $100K salary, but I may only show up for 60% of those shifts still get it. Like, okay,
sign me up.
And so, guess what? There are jobs out there that they're like, this guy is worth it so much on that 60% that we will do that. And for my money, that's kind of how you got to deal with it. If Micah Parsons is an elite defender in a top, I don't know, top 3 of his class, I don't think anyone argues him lower than that. And top 10 defender in the NFL potentially as well. Any other team out there is going to, if they have the cap and can make it work, right, without like breaking rules, they will take Micah Parsons for $45 million a year.
Like that.
And it sucks that they could have done it for whatever, 36, 38, 35, whatever that number was. For me as well, we're talking about pocket change, and that in terms of the entire salary. And if I'm gonna lose a player of Micah Parsons, can I call him Michael? Michael Parsons?
I don't know, but you could, but it wouldn't be his name.
Well, Jerry did.
I mean, did he call him Michael?
He called him Michael Parsons at one point. But just to finish this point, if I'm going to pay a guy, and it's a discussion of $5 million per year because I'm worried he might not be on the field for 6 games.
It's dumb.
Which that's true.
You can think about that for every player, though.
Well, exactly. Well, then it's like, okay, but then don't. We're saving that $5 million for what? 3 more defensive tackles to rotate through the year?
That aren't going to
make a better decision with your defensive tackles, or whatever position it might be that you're reserving this money for because we need to fill a hole that Mozzie Smith can't plug. Okay, and I'm not putting this on Mozzie Smith, just using that guy as an example. There's many other position groups that you can look at. But if that's why the money's being reserved and you're not going to go ahead and sign this top elite defensive player, that doesn't make sense to me. You need to make better decisions with that lower production, and instead of paying $3 million, yeah, you might will have to go get the $1 million guy then.
Yeah.
But it's not, that difference making is not going to be the same as what Micah Parsons brings to the field.
No, of course, and I agree 100% with what you just said, AJ. But the thing is, like, how do we know that that's the case?
No, you're right. Speculation.
Jerry offered $45 million last year, and any good agent, and we know that Micah's obviously going to have one of the best agents in sports. They're going to say, no, dude, we're going to wait. We're going to wait and see. We're going to look what happened with Dak Prescott's a perfect example. They didn't sign his extension till like what 2 days before game one.
No, week one last year. Week
Yeah,
one,
exactly.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Literally the day they played the Browns. That was
He
the
became
fucking
the
day.
highest paid quarterback at that position.
That
at
was the
that
fucking
time.
day.
Yeah, so
But-
they
but
waited
Dak-
the longest they could so that the contract would be the highest it could.
But Dak was also willing to play that way, right? Like he was okay with that. But before, I just want to read this real quick here. Conversations living room with RJ. Only 20% of football fans are talking about the Dallas Cowgirls. The rest of the NFL is going, oh my God, did you see the Eagles Super Bowl championship rings? I'm going to call bullshit on that.
I don't know. I did see that, and that looked pretty damn cool, but it did look kind of like a Power Ranger, like Tercel toy or whatever. I don't even know what the fuck. Hasbro?
Yeah, they're just getting too aggressive, the rings, man.
He's probably talking about America's Sweethearts, the whole Netflix special on the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Every Netflix special that's coming out with the Cowboys, Jerry Jones and the 90s Cowboys. Where's the Eagles one? Oh, it's not getting a Netflix special because nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
It might be on Tubi or something. One of those.
YouTube Plus. YouTube's gonna pick that one up. But what we just talked about was this conversation with Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. Let's take a listen. Let's get a listen in here.
Make sure I got this going. Oh, hang on. Muted the site because sometimes I play it and then it just starts going. But don't worry, guys. I'll unmute it.
Hey, do it
The
live.
other thing I would say is contracts are 4 or 5 years.
What's with the one eye, Jerry? You pirate? Looks like he's looking at me from across the bar.
If you step out there and do something in the first 2 or 3.
Wink if you want to do cocaine.
You get hit by a car. Seriously. And so there's a lot to look at over a lot of years. It could make a big difference. Have you ever heard of any clubs committing to players and then they didn't pan out after they committed to them?
Jerry.
That's every fucking team. That's every fucking team.
It's called risk and reward.
Like, that is the weirdest argument.
It's a terrible argument. Even though, like, I totally get it. It makes sense. But it's like, yeah, but we're not playing fucking drive-through order king. We are playing football, a contact sport.
You buy a Ferrari because you want to drive fast. You might crash that Ferrari.
Yes.
It's not going to stop you from buying the fucking Ferrari.
Come on, I buy condoms so I can masturbate and have a cleaner mess, all right?
Oh, wow, bragging about condoms. Use a sock. Use a sock. But you know what I mean? What a weird argument.
This actually, I want, and I don't have time to find it, but you know the one I'm talking about where he mentions he's talking about the contract. It might be right close to this one, and he goes something akin to, remember, Micah didn't play for 6 games, but it was actually 4. Dak, and also Diggs. We signed him, and Steele, we signed him, and they all got injured. And it's like, yeah, this is the fucking. The game of football, and you're hoping that more decisions your decisions work out more than they fail. And if they fail, then what the fuck are you doing? Then maybe you do need a new training staff because they're obviously not looking at the injuries that these guys are going to have.
Well, not to mention, sorry, Boots, I'll let you go here real quick, but not to mention, like, the thing with the injuries, Micah, yes, was injured last year, and he still had one of his highest sack totals per game of his career.
You're going to say no to that?
Sorry that you guys didn't do fucking butt fuck all in free agency to give the guy a hand. Sorry that you drafted Mozzie Smith way out of place a couple years to give him a hand, right?
Yep.
Like, I feel like the injury card to talk about the reason you're not willing to pay a guy is just not, and this is where I go against the Jerry Jones thing, Boots, because the Trevon Diggs thing makes complete sense, right? Trevon Diggs signed a contract to be there for X amount of times. He wasn't there for X amount of times. That's just simple math.
He loses his money.
It's literally simple math. But then just try to talk about injuries to not pay a guy. That's just weird tactics. And we saw this last year with CeeDee Lamb, right? Similar shit. And was everything fine as soon as CeeDee Lamb got signed? Of course it was.
Of course, throw money at any problem, it goes away. I mean, this is last year. 2 years ago when they did the whole Zeke coup. Was it 2 or 3 years ago? And he said it, and then everybody was lining up, Jerry, how are you going to say that about Zeke after all he's done, blah, blah, blah. And then 2 days later, they're selling T-shirts that say Zeke who, that's Dax who, right? You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what this is.
Totally.
This is the same old song and dance. Nothing to see here. But you guys, like, what's the alternative? You know, we're the only team here talking about our general manager and owner. You know,
Yeah.
no one else is talking about their all these other like podcasts are just sitting there bored, twiddling their fingers with nothing to talk about. They're talking about us. You know, at least we're talking about our team.
Totally.
And you know what? You are right in that, like, we are talking about grown men here, and I don't feel sorry for anyone's feelings, because I don't really think that, like, anyone. I honestly don't think anyone's feelings got hurt. But we will look at this interview once Anth gets back from the little boys' room. We're gonna look at this interview with both Trevon Diggs and Micah Parsons, and this is the one I think where Micah looks pretty. He does look very sad, but
Look,
it is.
I'm not worried about it. I'm sure after camp they both jumped into their like convertible Lamborghinis, and the wind in their face will dry their tears. You know.
I totally agree, and I think the at the end of the day, you've got two guys playing in one of the best places in Texas to play sports when you're making a significant amount of money, just due to the tax break alone that they're going to get. So, like, I don't believe that Mike is really wishing to move to another team. I think what he really wishes is, like, can we just get this contract done? And and he's, you know, Jerry Jones, of course, just being the wheeler and dealer that he is. I'm sure he's like, hey, this is a weakness of his that we're going to exploit as much as we can. Not the right words, because I'm sure that he's looking at it more of like a negotiation, and he wants him on his squad. But we're going to look at this interview.
Sorry, I had to drain the main vein.
Yeah.
I don't know how these like podcasters or shows that do it for 2 hours or 3 hours commercial breaks would help, but like, I gotta go. If I gotta go, I gotta go. Okay, so Trevon Diggs interview. This was yesterday at Dallas Cowboys training camp.
I believe this is Diggs and Micah, but we'll see. But also, look at that fucking sweet hoodie he's wearing. That's the same one we've got.
We bought that. The Can Fan crew bought that.
Sick.
Micah, how would you characterize how close you are to getting something done?
Oh, this is just right to Micah. Sorry.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see how long things take, you know. That's it.
Thank you very much. Discouraged by the fact that it's taken this long?
Honestly, yeah. When you go around the league and you see these other teams taking care of their best guys, I see TJ got taken care of. You know, Max got taken care of. Miles got.
Come on now.
We just had to stop it so he could wipe his tears.
Just a video.
The little circles wiping his tears.
Catching his tears.
Adam's internet. God damn it.
But, like,
taken care of. And he got 2 years left on his deal, so it's hard to. Yeah, you see a lot of people around the league taken care of. You just, you know, wish you had something like, you know, that same type of energy. You know,
it's hard to not take it personally.
I wouldn't say it's hard not to take it personally when you know how there's a you know chain of events of something consistently happening over the course of years when you kind of see it before through other players and things. So you don't take you don't take it personally when you're like, all right, it's not like I'm getting treated differently than anyone else, you know. So I don't take it personally. I just don't understand.
You know what I love about modern media is we get these nice crisp audios instead of. And today, Micah Parsons said, I don't know. I don't have a good feeling in the world. You know, like some.
And then he cried on camera.
Yeah, crying on camera. Micah Parsons said.
And I mean, I get it. Like, you're going to have the hurt feelings and shit, but it's like, dude, you're about to become so fucking rich, man. Just go out there, take care of business. They're going to pay you. They are going to pay you.
Can I get a...
You're going to get a Crackem in there?
I'm going to get a Crackem in here. And
I see you wiping it down. Why are you massaging it? Why do you look like a fluffer on a porn set right now, wiping that thing down?
Old habits, baby.
Old habits die hard.
Hang on.
Get it in you, son. Crack 'em if you got 'em.
That's that pineapple drip. Boots.
Drip. Boots. I hope we can bring Bootsy down a case of drip when we see him in Vegas.
Yeah, just check it into your.
I think we check it into our check-in.
Can we do it?
I think so.
Like, can you bring it down and like if we got caught with booze, it's fine. I think
if it's in our chat. If it's in our checked luggage, yeah.
Like, I would love to give, or just so we can just all shotgun drips when we're down there.
Yeah, you can definitely do it, but you got to check it in, not carry on.
Not carry on, no.
Okay.
But here's my question to y'all. Alex, think of it. Okay.
Oh, sorry, before AJ, brother Adrian.
Yeah.
There's a whole section of history that people study as why people talked old timey.
Yeah, I know.
So, brother
hey?
Adrian with the history chat blurb.
Yeah, it was definitely.
That could be its old. That could be a whole fucking hour talk, right?
You know what? It's definitely like the vocal fry. That was kind of.
Hey, welcome to World War II.
But no, here's the question, gentlemen. Actually, I don't want to say over under. I just want to be like, how many days or weeks, or if you have a specific day in mind that you think Micah Parsons is going to sign his contract. I think we do agree the contract's going to get signed before the season.
So we got to say into camp, because that's what they always do. They go like day 6 into camp. Micah Parsons hasn't been signed. So that's your like what day?
Whatever indicator you have. If you have a specific day, like I'm going to say the week. I'm going to say the Monday of week 1. So like 4 days before.
So September 4th is
our first game.
September 4th is week 1.
So September 1st.
Wow.
My mother's birthday.
Really?
Yeah. It's gonna
Diane
be a good day.
Johnson.
It's gonna
Not
be a good
to
day.
mean to dox your mom or
Yes.
anything, but
Well, she turns 22.
I always thought you were like 4.
Yeah. Johnsons, we skip.
Yeah, you skip a generation. Boots. So AJ's got September 1st is when Micah's gonna get signed. I'm gonna bounce to you because I'm still thinking about it. When do you think Micah might get signed? His new biggest, and will it be the biggest contract ever of a non-quarterback player in the NFL?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I believe that this will get done before week 1. I think that the last domino to fall is going to be Trey Hendrickson. Once his contract gets done, he's the last, high caliber player that's kind of like near his category or that you can, compare him to. Once he signs, then that's going to be okay. There's nobody else out there. Let's get 2 or 3 million more per year and more guaranteed than him, and then he'll get signed. And he will become the highest paid defensive end in history.
You still got to give us a day there, big dog.
Okay, well, the day it's going to be August 9th, so it's going to be the first preseason, so it'll be like August 25th or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are saying so. We still.
So you
got,
think
but going by you guys, you're saying after just after the second preseason?
After the second preseason, like it'll be announced before the last preseason game.
Okay.
People are gonna be showing Micah Parsons at the game wearing a jersey, no pads because he's not playing in it, obviously, but he's gonna be walking around all happy that he got his money.
Right.
And people are gonna congratulate him for that big contract and hey, dinner's on you next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Boots is saying the 26th, August 26th. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Well, I gotta look up.
I mean, the day doesn't matter. We're gonna say day after the second preseason game.
Yeah.
Which I think is the 20.
I think in between second and third preseason game that works too. Don't have to give.
So
us...
AJ went late, like really late, and that was very like Dak Prescott-esque. I mean, CeeDee Lamb was kind of signed around what Boots is saying, time-ish. Man, I can't. I gotta go early then. If you guys went like Boots went kind of middle.
I'm gonna go 8/21.
Okay.
8/21,
Okay.
August 21st.
Second game and the 22nd is the third game. So I'm going to say right before that third game, it's going to be the 21st. So it's going to be a Thursday.
I'm just going to shoot from the hip and say August 9th. Strictly because AJ said September 1st. You said August 21st. I hope one of us hits it. Maybe I should go. What did I say? August 9th?
August 9th, which would be...
Might be. That's the first preseason game. That's the first preseason game.
could
Maybe I'll
be,
go
though.
August 13th.
I
I'll
think
go August 13th.
Okay. I was going to say August 9th seems like a good day because it could correlate with that. Jerry likes to drop news on days that people are paying attention.
Yeah.
But anyways,
wait, when's that Hall of Fame game?
Next weekend.
Ooh, that could be that day too.
Just to break news.
Just to fucking take the...
Just to break news.
Here's a scary thing about your prediction, Boots. Is I'm not saying it's wrong, but Trey Hendrickson is holding out right now. He may not sign his contract. And guess what? There's also the Shamar Stewart, the rookie, who's holding out for the Bengals. So the Bengals kind of have like a lot on their plate to figure out. Mind you, these things can wrap up quickly, right? Sometimes it's a lot of quiet before you actually, suddenly, boom, oh, the contract gets signed. Right?
Snaps.
So
Finger snapped.
Regardless, the Cowboys are going to have to rework some contracts on the Cowboys, and they're going to have to cut some players. So I think the Cowboys are okay with, letting these preseason go on, let these practice training camp go through so they can see what they got in these rookies and see who they're going to cut, who they really need, who they can't. And because that's going to happen regardless. So the more time the Cowboys have to prepare for that, the better. Because once they have that number, then they have to, do the math and figure it out. But they will figure it out. I'm not worried. Micah is going to be a Cowboy for at least the next 4 or 5 years.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So guys, I feel like we've kind of focused on some negative.
Yeah.
Like some negative. Obviously, it's always easier to focus on negative.
You know what? A positive, because Boots mentioned it. He mentioned the energy changing.
Oh yes, right. Good call. Boots actually let out with positive.
And well, I just want to double down on that because I was listening to Jay Tuck, and he had a bunch of people on, and I believe it was the Girl Talk, Boys Talk host. And she was mentioning, because I think she was at day 1 and 2 of training camp, and she mentioned as well that there was an energy change. Now, whether we are drinking the hopium or whatever it may be,
I snort hopium.
I do feel like we were excited last year to hang out with our boy Boots, to be at Oxnard, but it certainly didn't feel like there was anything new, right? The excitement of the first time we went was honestly the kickers missing and us being like, well, fuck, we don't have a kicker on this team. And then Brandon Aubrey becoming that kicker. I think
The GOAT.
Yeah, in the moment, it wasn't exciting, but that's what sticks out to my mind. Last year, it would have been Trey Lance just being there. And, of course, the wonderful people of Welcome to Oxnard having us in the tent, and all the wonderful hospitality that they provided. That's a standout. But this season, not even being there, it does feel like there was some change on the roster, meaningful changes on the roster. I will be sad in saying that, I wish Rico was part of that running back room, but I still am excited with what what we have there. And so, Boots, I don't know, give us your biggest. Well, sorry, Ant, I don't know if there's anything you want to add.
No, this is
to that.
kind of. No, I like where you're going with this.
Let's talk about whatever comes to mind in things, your top 3 or more moments that you saw on training camp with your time there, being the fucking foot soldier himself, Bot G.
Bot G is moniker, boots on the ground.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, I will say that it's definitely different without you guys being there with me. I'm definitely a whole lot more sober this time around. So
You didn't roll up and we're doing tequila shots at 9 a.m. You weren't doing tequila shots at 9 a.m. this time?
Yeah, surprisingly, no. But I did take Mrs. Boots with me. So a lot of the footage and stuff was actually from her camera, because I was trying to record and do all that stuff, and she went around and started getting all that other stuff. And,
oh, nice.
And then they just let her into areas that she wasn't even supposed to be in, and they just come on in. Go ahead.
It's amazing what happens when you're not just a 240-pound male, right? You get kind of let in to wherever you want.
Yeah, I wish I was 240. But anyway, what I really loved about it is I'm sure it's all for showmanship, but when I got there, the first thing that stuck out to me was seeing Joe Milton, throwing passes to Dak Prescott, and I was just like, okay, Dak, you get it. We want to prove to everybody that your leg is good, and we see it. But that's never going to happen on a real game. At least I hope not.
Was that passes like he was running a route, or just in the backfield?
Yeah, he lined up at wideout in one of them, and then later on he went into the slot, and he was legit running. He wasn't going full speed, obviously, and there's no pads and there's no tackling. But there was definitely one where he came in and under center, and then he kind of pretended like he was walking off the field, but then he just went to wideout, and then they brought in Joe Milton, and then he ran for a pass, and he threw it to him in the end zone. He caught it, and everybody shared a laugh.
I kind of like a fun way to start.
I like the idea of it, even if they don't implement it. And I this kind of doubles down on some other things I was hearing as well about just seeing more shifting, even if it's just a shift, or motions on the line. I think I can't remember who it was online, so I apologize. But they mentioned they were estimating about a 90% move or shift rate whenever the offense was going to move the ball.
Oh, I'm gonna say I didn't see much of that.
No,
But
okay.
It was just the first one. I don't think they were showing that. A lot of these drills were they get set, they go 1, 2, and then go. So you saw a lot of running routes, a lot of passing routes, but again, nobody was really tackling. I mean, someone would go up to the back, and they kind of swipe at him a little bit to be like, hey, you're down. And then technically that would have been a sack in a real game.
Right.
But Dak's on his feet, and he's still going to throw the pass. And then, by then, 5-6 seconds later, the cornerback already gave up on his route. So, of course, the wide receiver is wide open. So he's hitting George Pickens. He's hitting CeeDee Lamb.
Totally.
And it looks like he went for a touchdown because everybody catches the ball and then runs it for 15, 20 yards anyway, because that's what they're supposed to do. But I guess like, nobody's tackling. It wasn't, full speed. It was just kind of like going through the motions and showing all the rooks how it goes. But I just had a great time watching all the players out there do their thing, watching the coaches, up and down and participating. I saw a couple of coaches throwing balls and pretending and moving guys out of the line and then they kind of jumping in and being like, all right, this is how your feet get set and things like that. And then watching a lot of the veterans talking to the rookies as well. I saw a lot of engagement. I don't know if that's like a shoddy thing where he told everybody, hey, help each other out or something. But a lot of these vets in the past, I've seen them kind of like stick to themselves and they ain't trying to, teach the new ones because they might lose their job to them. But I didn't really see that. At least on day one, it looked like everybody was really getting along, and I saw the rooks talking to the veterans, and they were kind of like showing them how to do things, and you could see like someone like Jack Sanborn. I don't know if you guys like familiar with the linebacker that we picked up out of. Hold on a second, I'm being distracted. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna 1 minute. 1 minute. Sorry.
As long as you're not, I thought.
I got my daughters coming in over here, and they're like, "We got to go to the bathroom." I'm like, I'll take them in a minute. But anyway, Jack Sanborn, I mean, he obviously understands Eberflus's defense. And so it looked like a lot of guys were going up to him and asking him questions about it. And then it just looked like he was all over the field. Like he always seemed to be involved or knew where the play was going to be. Obviously, he didn't tackle anybody, but it looked like he could have. So like the player involvement that I saw was really, really cool. Whole different vibe. And if you just give me like 2 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. Here, AJ and I'll do this. Just talk when you're back, and we'll get you back on here.
Yeah, it's I like the communication. Right now we're in a friendly mode. It's like the new coach. It's the new season.
Honeymoon,
you know what I
is
mean?
what they call it.
Yeah, and we're all
honeymoon season, baby.
We're waiting for like, how does that episode 1 kick off? Is it going to come out with a bang, or is it going to be like, oh shit, this new writing crew that we have on is not good?
Yeah, who hired these guys?
Yeah, I'm using that a comedy writing analogy, but at the end of the day,
I feel like it fits nice though.
This is all great and dandy, and we want it, okay? But what's going to happen is it's going to get to the point where the Cowboys will face adversity. It might not be the first loss. If we lose good, which I know that's like a weird thing to say, but like if we lose and it doesn't feel like a complete mollywhopping.
Like a shit stomping.
Well,
yeah, and look at last year. They smoked the Browns, and we all had rose-colored glasses, right?
But if you so let's say
maybe a good loss is better than a.
Then we went into that loss against New Orleans the next week, and the fucking team. I mean, I know I felt this way, but it also felt like the team, like the strength of this culture is going to be determined by the first bad loss or bad thing that happens with the Dallas Cowboys.
Need to bounce back.
And how they bounce back and how they stick together. And if they I mean, the best example of this ever in the NFL, at least in my time watching, is Tom Brady leading the Patriots to a Super Bowl victory after being down 3-26, 28-3, or so like that type of mentality, being like, it doesn't matter, we are going to play this football game and we're going to finish the game. And if the Cowboys keep the same energy, the same new culture vibe, and when they hit when they do, because let's expect it, it's going to happen. It might happen a few times this season where the Cowboys look like shit. How do they bounce back? That is going to be the true tale of the culture of this team.
Not even like on a week to week level. You could even microcosm it to a game or a quarter, right?
Exactly.
I want to see them have a bad quarter. Have a bad quarter and then
have a bad first half
and then come out and fucking
win.
How often? And I'm talking going back to the 3-12-5 seasons that we watched. How often, when the Cowboys had a bad first half, did they come out and have a good second half? Rarely.
Not often. Or they would come out flat-footed and then turn it on for like the last 10 minutes of the game,
which just wasn't enough,
just to bring the score to a good look.
Where the Green Bay Packer, I know Brent BPG still in there. The Green Bay Packer loss, you could look at the score, and the score doesn't look that bad.
Right.
But that game was a fucking shit show.
Yeah, the game was lost well before, like, the fact that the Cowboys scored it did kind of make me go, oh. But we knew it was over. Like they didn't.
Oh
have
yeah, we were
enough.
blackout drunk by the third quarter.
Yeah, but from
I don't even really remember
from the replay.
I don't even really remember watching the rest of it.
But all that being said, like I love the idea of everyone being stoked, and we see CD Lamb out there, and maybe I can try to pull it up, the little celebration that CD Lamb and
GP3
are having.
Yeah, they have something going. And again, everybody at this time of year is happy. Any football fan, they're just happy their team's back playing. We're not the only people out there excited for their team. Unfortunately, you get it piled on as Cowboys fans. Oh, you guys are excited. Why are you guys excited? You haven't done shit in 30 years. Well, because we're suckers for pain. Is this it?
Yeah, well, let me just get the volume on here.
Let's see this thing. And then boosh it in.
We'll watch it again right now.
This is their... So, CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. Should we try that right now? Watch it one more time, and then let's just do our best attempt at it.
Okay.
So they go, let's see it. Throws the ball down. They look at each other. They go shake, up, shake, down, guns to the head. I'll go right side of gun. I'll go right side ahead of gun.
I'll go right side.
No, we're both right side. Yeah. So it's like down, up, up.
Down, up, down.
Guns?
Guns, lean.
Something.
And then I don't hear.
Yeah, and then we run away.
Yeah, okay.
I forgot what we're doing already.
Up. I think it was close.
I mean, I don't think it was. I mean, if you watch it in slow motion, you might think we were just GP3 and CD Lamb.
You're like, whoa, who are those guys?
Are those guys legit?
But
yeah, we're legit.
I like to see that, and I think honestly, CD Lamb. Whoa, Grok, get out of here. I think CD Lamb doing this, and because he could have came in and been, hey, I'm the #1 wide receiver, and you're not coming to get me, and I think everyone would have had to have just been fine with that. Like, I think we would have had to been like, yeah, I get it. He wants to be the #1 guy, and he's not going to let anyone else. Like, it's not his job to teach George Pickens how to be a Dallas Cowboy.
Accept it.
Or accept it. And when he came in, it just makes me feel so much better because, sure, George Pickens may be a one-year rental, and I really hope that they figure out something to keep him if the season goes as how we're all anticipating, right? Because this type of friendship, I mean, if they can keep that going through the season, I just think it's going to be good for everyone.
And watch this, AJ. GP3 is the one that comes over and initiates it.
Oh, yeah.
We missed the hand wave. And
yeah, come on.
Hand wave.
I think they're saying, I think it's like, I don't know.
Let's hear it. Stop the noise.
There's some gang affiliation.
Yes, cut this one out.
There.
Get it out of here. You can't have guns.
Can't have guns.
That's fucking good. Oh, but Bot G's back.
Hey, guys, apologies. Daddy calls over here.
Never apologize for that. Never.
Next door, and they're like, you guys know the building. I have to go unlock the
Yep.
bathroom. And that stuff. But I come back and I see you guys working on a handshake, and you guys are talking about the George Pickens connection with CeeDee Lamb. I saw George Pickens comment about them being like Mario Brothers.
Yes.
I think you look more like Mario. You look more like Luigi.
Actually, if anyone, we got not Way J. Way J's a guy that comes in, but yeah, I think we could pass as Mario and Luigi, or Mario and Princess Peach.
I'm definitely Waluigi.
Yeah, you're Way J.
I'm Way J.
You're literally. I probably call you Way J more than I call you AJ.
Here's that
in real life.
Here's that clip that Boots was just talking about.
Okay, here, let me get it on here. Let me get it on. Okay, let's hear it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just different type of styles of play. Like a lot of people over the years got different type of styles of play, but CD's a certain type of guy, then I'm a certain type of guy. So when you mesh that together, it's like Mario Bros. You see what I mean? So like, we definitely could do something special.
Only thing wrong with that analogy is Mario and Luigi do the exact same thing.
Do they though?
I mean, they both jump, hit, blocks.
One is green.
Well, one's green, one's red. One's fat, one's skinny.
One gets the girl though.
Yeah, one gets the chick.
One
but
gets the girl.
But they both kill Bowser. Is Bowser than the Eagles?
Well, Luigi gets to film. That's what we know for sure.
Luigi's the cuck.
All I know is there's a new Mario Kart game coming out on Nintendo Switch 2 that's coming out, and if Way J's not in it, I'm gonna be seriously disappointed.
Brent Packer guy, like Mario Bros, they jump around, grab coins, and eat shrooms. That doesn't sound like a very sounds like us at Oxnard last year.
Hell yeah. Oh hell yeah, son.
Oh yeah.
So
AJ,
AJ,
guy nailed it.
AJ, do we have an article or anything to bring up about any players or who's done well or like just a couple spots from camp?
Yeah, here's something. This is from day 2. I also have a day 1 if you guys want.
Oh no, day 2. Let's do day 2.
Yeah.
I think Boots kind of summed up day 1 pretty nicely because he was in there eyes forward. So I think day 2 is good because I haven't really looked that much, honestly.
No, not
about
day
2. So this is good.
I think day 1 has been talked about, and that's the problem with having a podcast on Wednesdays. Is like we wait until the day is until Wednesday to do our show. So if shit happens beforehand, we're always late to the party. But today we're good for day 2. Crack if you got them. Best highlights from Dallas Cowboys 2025 training camp. This is on SI.com. Another practice is in the books for the Cowboys, and these were the best plays of the day.
Dak and Milton both looking very glorious there.
Yeah, Milton's huge, man.
Milton is a freak of nature. Boots, did you notice that in person? Does he look pretty imposing?
Yes, he does. And when they came by, people were getting autographs. One of the guys next to me asked him or said, "Hey, Joe Milton, the next Cowboys quarterback," and he just kind of turned around and looked at him and he's like, "Thank you."
Nice.
So the guy thinks he's had a shot. I mean, it really does. And he does look strong. I definitely still think Dak was more accurate than him, at least in those passing drills that they did. But when you put them right next to each other, I want to say Joe Milton's like a good 4 inches taller, maybe.
Wow.
Maybe bigger, but I mean, Dak or Daddy over there is looking good too. So I'm not gonna.
Can you, in that picture, is it weird that they have opposite stars on their opposite legs? That's kind of weird. Like they're not wearing the same shorts. One has a star on their left, one has a star on their right.
Or is there 2 stars?
Oh, maybe there's 2 stars. That could be it also.
Or someone has their shorts on. Dak has his on backwards.
Dak's wearing his shorts backwards. He's always had a front bum.
Crisscross.
He's always had a front bum.
Okay, let's go down.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this stuff here.
Okay, I'm gonna have to. So this is backup Joe Milton got the day started off by showing his unbelievable athleticism. Let's have a look, Ski. Come on, give us some goodness.
Oh, wowzer.
Oh, shit.
Damn, son.
If Jerry doesn't have him do this at the start of every game, I'm going to be pissed.
Did he like do he's off the ground, up and backflip. That's pretty impressive. Will Greer ain't doing that. We're going to just call him White Boy Greer. White Boy Greer ain't doing what is it? A judo jump to a backflip.
No, Greer's out there doing that little feet together stretch.
He's doing the
hamstring, and he's looking at him. He's like, "Show off."
Could have done it. He's doing the sprinkler.
Okay, so let's see what else we got. I'm just gonna have to go back and forth. It's not the best way to do it.
No, this is okay. So what do we got here? Joe Milton read option. Looks fast. Look, let's see it again. So this is a Joe Milton scramble.
Would have been smacked there. But
looks fast. Looks fast and big. Like Boots said, he looks.
Man has escapability for sure.
Definitely has escapability, man.
And that was from our boy Neckbeard Nick.
Oh, Nick Harris. Nick Harris rocking that neckbeard. You would think he was Amish, but he's not.
Oh, and here we go. Great job from Brevin Span Ford to find the dead spot in the zone, and a great touch from Joe Milton on that toss. So let's have a.
So, Boots, we're just going from the article to Twitter, or X, shall I say. So this is all day 2, by the way. So we got, looks like Joe Milton stepping up.
Oh!
Bullet pass to Brevin Span Ford. Another guy who is just a monster on the field.
I want to see it again, because that was actually really nice.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to get picked. Right here, guy goes to play it. Floats it right in over top. That's when you're playing Madden and you do one of those passes, you feel like you could be in the NFL, even though you're just controlling a player on a video game.
Yeah, it seemed like somebody missed their assignment though. He was way too open.
He was very open.
It was very open, but like Brevin Span Ford is the biggest tight end we have, at least in terms of
6'7" or something.
Yeah, and weight, I think he's like in that 260, 270 range. So he's the closest to being almost a pure blocker. What I really love to see, though, is especially on important plays, you utilize that guy who they think is going to be blocking, and if he can catch the ball and get open, even if it's just to get open to catch the ball and get tackled.
We call that Pandora's box, baby.
Well, we call that Witten.
That's Jay Witt, gold jacket Witt right there.
Yeah.
Oh, don't you make me cry on gas.
I know. I'm sorry.
Do not make me
Oh, here we go. Dak Prescott finds Jake Ferguson downfield. Lord injected into me. This is by Ferg season. And
okay.
This
This
guy-
is to Fergalicious.
Yep.
Oh, nice spot here too. Dak getting rushed, looking down. Oh yeah, wide opes again. These tight ends are just running free. Look at this. Drops back, no pressure. Fergalicious, wide open. Looks like they were running some sort of like this was zone coverage. And Ferguson, look at the linebackers. They're all playing up.
Yeah.
Ferguson just gets to that level in between the cornerbacks, safeties, and linebackers for an easy pickup. I'm excited. I would say Ferguson might be one of the most excited I'm for as players.
Ferguson may be the bigger benefactor of a George Pickens arrival, in that if they're going to have to be covering him and he can find those sweet spots like he just did in this clip, and I know it's training camp, we're not going to get overly excited, but in terms of ball placement and where you want your tight end to be when he gets the ball, that's kind of what we're looking for. It would be interesting to see because, like, to be quite honest, I'm a little down on Ferguson. I don't know if he's going to be.
I think everyone was a bit.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be that guy, but if he
I
can,
hope he is.
He has all the athletic fundamentals. It's just about getting him the football, and honestly, him getting 600 to 800 yards. It's really about the touchdowns. Is he going to have 4 touchdowns or is he going to have 10 touchdowns?
Yep.
Like, I don't think the yards is going to be a problem, to be honest, but I do like to see that.
I think he's going to be the one who's going to benefit the most from, George Pickens coming to the team.
Yeah.
Totally. I completely agree. Everyone's like CD's going to get touchdowns and yards, but it's going to be guys like Ferguson that are getting those true one-on-one matchups. Like, Ferguson is going to legitimately get those one-on-one matchups. CeeDee Lamb, they're still going to figure out ways to scheme against them. George Pickens, they're going to figure out ways to scheme against them. Ferguson is going to be against one person.
Yeah, if you're smart and you're like, and this is so basic, right? But if you're just going through a rotation, it's like if CeeDee Lamb isn't open, we look at George Pickens. If George Pickens isn't open, then we look at Ferguson.
That's going to be your guy.
That's going to be probably how things go a lot of the time. And that's awesome. Like, let them cover CD and George Pickens because they're going to get their fucking balls.
Ooh, baby.
I firmly believe, like, this year, we're going to see our tight end have the biggest year since Jason Witten.
Oh, I like to hear that. I really do. Because Schultz had a couple nice seasons. I would even just take a better, like, if you can improve on, like, Schultz I think it was 2022, Schultz 2021, if you can even have those ballpark years, I still think that's a pretty nice way to go. So AJ's pulling up.
About the same player who blocked us?
Yes, we are. And I don't like to give him his flowers, but AJ's got his stats going up here. AJ, what does he have over here in his last couple of years in Dallas?
Hang on, let me get his receiving stats.
So AJ's zooming in here. So his last year in Dallas, 2021 Boots, targets, he had 104 with 78 receptions, 808 yards, and 8 touchdowns. That, if you can get that, Schultz's 2021.
That's his 4th season. It's Ferguson's 4th.
That's pretty sexy, man. Like, that's a pretty nice stat line for a tight end. For a 4th round tight end, which
are behind him.
Sorry, what was that, Boots?
So what you're telling me is that his best years are behind him. Nice.
Oh, definitely. He, as soon as he left Dallas, you can see he's went down. That 2021 year was his creme de la creme. But if we can mask that and get Jake Ferguson, if Jake Ferguson could match that stat line, we're all going to be stoked.
Yeah, this is what we're looking for. 800 yards, 8 touchdowns, and a 10.5 average.
And 78 recs. Like, that's where I think if someone's going to take receiving yards or receptions from anybody, it's going to be Jake Ferguson in that role.
Oh, yeah. If 80 is the over-under on receptions, what do you guys think?
Under.
I think under.
I'm taking the over.
I like that.
But my only reason under is I don't think would be by much. I think he's probably going to end up between 65 to 75. But I just feel like Pickens is going to get his. I honestly don't see CD getting lower than what he's kind of been averaging the last 3 seasons. So, like, he's looking at, like, 100-plus targets. There's just not a lot.
No, 100-plus receptions.
100-plus receptions, sorry.
So, like, 130 probably targets.
There's just not that many. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they all go to him, but I'm also considering Jadon Blue, Miles Sanders, Terp, and Tolbert.
So there's guys.
I just wonder, like, and at the end of the day, it's really the average that we're looking at. And then for a tight end, for me, I want to see red zone targets and red zone touchdowns, because then that is kind of where they can shine.
Well, let's see. I mean,
third down conversion.
We have to see Ferguson's stats now, just so we can see, because 2023 was his best year. That was his best season a couple years ago. I need to kind of stat compare. I think his yards had to be close to 800.
I don't think he's been ever terrible. It's just been, I think he regressed a little.
He definitely regressed in 2024, but his 2023 season was kind of his coming out party. So let's just kind of think with keeping Dalton Schultz stats in mind. What do we got for?
Come on, ESPN. You gonna embarrass
ESPN,
me?
Hold up here.
You gonna embarrass me in front of my friends?
Ferguson looks good though.
Well, you can see here his 2024 stats while we're waiting: 59, 494, and 0. An 8.4 average. That's just dog shit numbers, guys.
Okay, here we go.
He's gonna have at least 7 touchdowns this
There,
year.
that's the 2023 season is like
very similar to Schulte. How many touchdowns did he have?
5.
Okay, so a little under Schulte. But you looked at his 2023 and you were thinking, flirting with 900 yards. So he did digress in 2024. I could see a bounce back season
now,
in year 4.
No, just in fairness, because he can't control how much the ball was thrown to him. He was only targeted 86 times. A lot of those footballs went to Sedarius. Actually, no, that was 2023, his big season.
2024 was just
2024 was just a shitball year.
0 touchdowns, though. Like, regardless, it's 0 touchdowns.
Yeah,
that's a hard stat. I think that's a hard stat to throw away.
Yeah.
But year 4, man, I'm high on Ferguson.
Well, year 4, you're looking at Schultz. Year 4, 2021. I think this is what we want: 800 yards, 8 touchdowns.
If we get that, that's kind of I'd say that's the bar to set. Get somewhere near that.
There's no, like, the touchdowns. I think the Dallas Cowboys could have like a 50 touchdown season. I'm not saying that that's like expected.
Like Dak throwing 50?
Yeah, I just feel like
so dope.
The Cowboys could have, with the amount of times that they would get to the red zone last year and flounder and then kick a field goal, or just actually get to like between the 40-yard lines and then decide to slow down because they know that Aubrey can kick the deep ball, is what it seemed like. If the Cowboys have that push to go to the end zone, the offense can score points. It's just a matter of Dak staying healthy and not suddenly, for whatever reason, turning the heat down once you get into like the opposing team side of the field.
Don't turn stupid on us. So what do you got here?
So we got Cavante Turpin hauling in a deep pass from the man they call Big Dick Daddy Prescott.
Oh, so a Dak to Turpin here. Okay.
Oh, and it's a diving catch.
I think Turpin's sneaky. Like, I honestly think Turpin's sneaky good. And I don't know if we've seen his potential yet.
One more time here.
And now that you have all these other names that you're talking about, I honestly might have feel like we've talked about this kind of narrative last year with Turpin. But is this the year, Boots, that he finally can kind of have his coming out party outside of being a return guy?
It better be, especially with the other 2 weapons on the field. So, I mean, he's really have no excuses this year. He's going to be guarded by, the 3rd or 4th defender on the other team?
Yeah.
And if you can use your speed to, like, beat those guys to at least stretch the field, then I don't know what he's doing, trying to be a wide receiver. Just stick to being a specialist and return kicks.
I think we're all expecting someone to be able to have a call it a breakout season, call it a fucking highlight season, call it a gold star. The opportunity is there. And again, like, not to reiterate it, because we all know it, but just bringing on a true second wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys opens up your opportunity. Like you just mentioned, if Turpin's going to be facing a true third cornerback, my money's on Turpin to beat the guy. Like we seen him, and that cross that he had, it's one of his biggest highlights. If you look up Kevontae Turpin highlights, he did that cross. I believe it was even from Cooper Rush for a touchdown. Anyways, like, that's the type of thing that we want to see with him. I'm looking at Anth to try to help me out here.
It was a slant.
Slant. Sorry, what was I saying?
I didn't know that you were doing. Yeah, he did a little slant route against the Lions.
He's running across.
Yeah, it was like the only good play against the Lions. He did this little slant. They gave him the ball, and he ran like, I don't know. It was the fastest any player ran in the NFL season last year.
But if that's what
I didn't know you were looking for help. Sorry.
No, well, naming it a slant would have been really helpful. But you know what I'm saying? That type of thing, we don't need to see it a lot. But if it happens 4 times a season, it's just we're building. The way that the Cowboys got to look at this, and I'm sure that Schottenheimer looks at it this way too, is you're not only you're playing your season games to win those games and to obviously make it into the playoffs, but you're also setting up for the next time that you beat those guys in the playoffs, because they're going to be looking at your footage, and then you want to have something in your fucking holster to pull out when it's like, okay, this is the move that we haven't shown anyone yet. Malcolm Butler, seeing that time after time, the Seahawks making that play on the goal line and him making that move and getting the interception
to win the
Super Bowl. Like that is those moments that you're looking for. We don't need to see it all season, get to the playoffs, and then suddenly you have some big explosive play when we need it most, where you're hucking and chucking the football to Turpin and he's wide open on a slant. Yes, please, Daddy.
I agree, guys. There's a lot to be excited for this season. I know earlier AJ mentioned that he was a little sad that we let go of Rico Dowdle, but I will say this: we got some extra speed on the team. One of the guys that really stood out to me was Jadon Blue, and I mean, I get it. Not everyone's going full speed on that first day. Everyone's kind of taking it easy, or most players taking it easy. But I don't think Jadon Blue got that memo. Because that guy looked like he was full speed from the second he hit the field. He was going 100% each and every play. And there's one thing that I always attribute to what I call an elite running back. It's when they run, anybody can run straight, anybody can run straight and hard. But it's when you cut, most people tend to lose speed when they cut. But the greats, the Barry Sanders of the world would cut and not lose a step. And I kind of saw some of that in Jadon Blue yesterday when he was running. I was just like, how is he so fast? I was a couple times where I couldn't see his number, and I thought it was Turpin. Like maybe he got
really.
Yeah, and then I looked, and I'm like, wait, that's not Turp. That's Jadon Blue. So I was really excited about the new speed edition. So when we think about the packages that he can roll out, because we talked about how we got the A or 1A and 2A, I guess. And then you have, Tolbert potentially 3 or Turpin at 3. I mean, what happens?
Speed, man.
Wide receiver package when you put Jadon Blue on the line as well as a wideout. I mean,
you can't stop it. You need to have you need like the 5 percentile fastest guys in the NFL to keep up with them.
Yeah.
Someone's getting.
And I did hear that. I heard some good stuff about Blue. Another guy who I've heard good things about is Miles Sanders, who honestly in the offseason kind of just felt like he was on the team, and no one. We're obviously more talking about how this running back room is going to look, and a lot of conversations centered around Javonte being the number 1 running back, and then focusing on, well, where does Jadon Blue fit into this? Not a lot on Miles Sanders, but here's a little clip on Miles Sanders doing what he does, doing what he's supposed to be doing anyways.
You look good too.
Dak in the back of the field, little draw play. He's got some speed. He looks juicy.
And you know what? Like, the nice thing about this running back room, if there's any haters out there, hopefully they can agree with me. and I'm looking at you, Space Cowboy, or no, sorry, Cowboy Beats, is at least Williams and Sanders, they're fighting for a contract because they're looking to probably spend they'd probably each love to get a nice 3-year deal with another team if they perform well. And then we got 2 rookies who are coming in Jadon Blue and Maffa, Philip Maffa, and both those guys are looking to make a name for themselves so that they can have an extended career in the NFL. So there should be a lot of competition, and hopefully that will breed the best from all of these guys. And it may not be, I'm not looking for a top 10 running backs room, but give me something better than what it was. We were top 29 or 30. We were 32nd ranked, I believe, last year.
Cowboys running back room sucked.
So just
someone's gonna get cut.
make us not the worst.
Crack 'em if you got them.
Got him, baby. If I answer Stephen White's question, he asked me who do I think is not going to make the team. I know there's been a lot of talk, but I honestly think Mozzie Smith is not going to make the team.
Wow.
Yeah. Now the guy looked fantastic. I mean, he's been drinking those Ozempic shakes. I think he dropped like 25, 27 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, and he looks trim. He looks really good. But is that what you want from a defensive tackle?
No.
No, I was going to say.
More weight. I mean, unless they're going to move him to linebacker or something else. Like, this guy's not going to make the team because
I would have rather them seen him like come in 27 pounds heavier.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. You want that like cement in the middle of the line to just like have that wall. And I mean, last year we saw him wearing skates instead of cleats, and he was just getting backed up because he was already a little bit underweight, at least from what I thought. And then for him to come even thinner, and I get he's strong. He's a strong guy, you know. But
so is everyone else.
So is what?
So is everyone else in the NFL. They're all strong dudes. You know what I mean? Like,
we just need like that brick wall. I mean, at least for a DT, I want to see size. And you know, the ladies are gonna tell you size matters. So
we're gonna double down on that.
This is what kind of pisses me off about the whole Mozzie Smith thing is I can't remember what he came to the Cowboys on, but I know he was lighter, but I think it was like 310.
Well, he got drafted like in college. He was like 3 in the threes, like high
in the threes,
like low threes, like 320.
Low threes, exactly. It wasn't very high. Then he dropped down to something like
280 or 295 or something,
and now he's back up to 300.
Well, they have it listed at 337 right now, which I think that's a lot.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
His rookie season. My point being, the only way that you can fluctuate that much with weight in over a 3-year span to go from, and don't ask Christian Bale this, okay, by the way, but to go from
movie to Academy Award winning movie to Academy Award winning movie.
Yeah, but let's say even going from 300 to 280 to 300. What that shows me is you've just got a lot of fat on you, and you're able to lose that quickly because if you're putting on muscle, you're not going to lose that very quickly. And so, not saying that he's not strong, but I would have much rather him, and maybe that's what he did this offseason. Perhaps he put on 20 pounds of muscle, and, you know, I'll fucking happily eat crow. But that's what scares me about Mozzie is if he's able to shed this much weight and then put it back on, I don't know that that's been doing muscle. If he's putting on muscle, and maybe he is that strong already and the weight is what's needed, it's just a concern of mine. Like, that type of fluctuation is quite extreme. Quite extreme.
There was one guy, Jay Toya, I think he was like our 6th round pick from UCLA, defensive tackle.
Big old dude.
6'2", 342. I didn't know who he was when I saw it because I was like, all right, who's that big number 93? And I had to look him up because he was probably the most intimidating looking guy out on the field because he just looked like a monster he looked like a man among a bunch of little kids, you know? So, I mean, I'm excited to see what he can do. Hopefully he can, you know, hopefully he has more muscle than fat and he's going to, you know, be
yeah,
able
but at
to
that point, if all you're trying to do is clog up the middle, who gives a fuck if he's all fat? Just get him in there and let him blob it up.
That's right. I mean, strength is not a concern. It's just the fact if you can fluctuate that much. And maybe it's like, yeah, I'm super strong and now I'm going to put on 40 pounds of beef and, okay, like, but I'd rather at the end of the day, Mozzie Smith weigh 325 pounds.
Always.
Than all that goes out the window. I don't really give a shit. But the 300-pound for sure. Let's hear it, Eric.
Yeah, Boots, you don't got to wait. Just get it in you, son.
Crack him if you got him.
Crack him if you got him. He never wait. Like, you got it. You got a cold beer is always worth
it needs to be
interrupting
done.
Anybody. You
But
just got to go for it.
That the weight on his for Muzzy Smith, who knows? Like, we haven't seen it work out when he was lighter or heavier. I want him to work out for the fact that, like, you've invested a pick in him. But at the same time, I'm also okay with you realizing this isn't the guy that we need, and we got to move on from him at some point. Because if we're just going to do that thing, if we're not paying Micah, saving $5 million so we can rotate through 3 or 4 defensive tackles throughout the season, I don't like that option. I think that's a bad business decision.
Okay, guys, I think we should get into I know we had something else teed up, and I know you have something teed up here, AJ.
Yeah.
But I think we just do what we're looking forward to for the rest of training camp and into the preseason game.
Fuck yeah.
Like, I think we go ad lib and fuck articles, fuck anything.
Well,
we just go into, like, I know you got something teed up.
Just the last thing here is.
Well, I think you tee this up. I think it's a good one.
Okay. Before we go into that, because that's a good idea. This is Tyler Smith spending some time with our young rookie, Tyler Booker.
Oh, I like this.
We haven't heard much about.
Well, and this plays into what Boots was saying. The vets out there helping the rooks, man. Like, this is a guy. These guys are technically, they're not in competition because one's a left guard and one's a right guard, but they still kind of are. Like, there's nothing saying that Tyler Smith needs to take time out of his day or his practice to go help out Tyler Booker.
And Booker showing him. I don't really know.
Those are some big humans, man.
I think he's saying he's trying to tell him about guys when he's running out to the left-hand side and them just cutting in
step
instead. Now, here's the thing.
That could be a power tandem right there too, my guys.
And I've heard good things about Booker. Tyler Smith, year 3 with the Dallas Cowboys, and he is the leader of that offensive line.
He checks every box. Checks every box.
Big fucking britches for that kid.
Every box that you want when you draft a guy in the 20s, he's double tapped him.
Watch the Cowboys sign him before Micah Parsons.
Could you imagine? I mean, but this is the thing. Next offseason, we're going to be hearing the same shit.
Yep.
It might be a little bit quieter because Micah's obviously a really big profile guy.
Right.
But this doesn't go away. Like, next offseason, next training camp, you're going to have the same shit you're hearing with Micah about Tyler Smith, about Deron Bland. They're all coming up on their contracts, man. So you're going to be hearing that also. So you can't get away with it, the good players. And the Jones family is going to fumble it until they just decide to pay him.
Oh, yeah. It's not a fumble for the Jones. It's a live ball.
Just always good.
Sorry. Let's go into that question that you had.
Well, I was just saying, like, going into the rest of training camp, we're at day 2 of the training camp. We're going into the preseason game, first preseason game, August 9th. What is something, just each one of us, something that we'd like to see, and obviously when August 9th kicks off, something we'd like to see in the game. So I guess that's 2-part question.
Can I get an obvious one out of the way?
The Micah Parsons getting signed?
Micah Parsons getting signed. No major injuries.
Yeah, those are are obvious. Yeah, I agree. Those because one of those would have been mine if we didn't decide.
If someone didn't say it,
somebody didn't say it. Yeah, that would be mine. Okay, yeah, okay. No major injuries and Micah Parsons getting signed are obviously on the top of everybody's list. What is it? Something you'd like to see besides that? And anyone can lead out.
Oh, I'm going to say this. I would love to see, however they do it. They don't need to, like, expose the entire playbook, but I'd love to see a utilization of Turpin or Jadon Blue or Miles Sanders, whoever it might be, just being a little bit of a gadget player, creating some motion out of the backfield, whether they use them or not. I think something that the Cowboys need to do is you don't have to be fancy. You just have to look fancy.
Yep.
Right? And
some smoke, some mirrors.
Give them some smoke and mirrors. And then when the opportunity arises, then you can, no one's covering them because you haven't used that play all year. Now's the time to do it. That's what I'm talking about. Building the whole season, like what you're doing throughout the season, so that you can utilize some trickery in the playoffs. Because
start with it now.
Teams are too fucking good at figuring you out. How many times have we seen a team that looked explosive just get completely shut down because the defensive side of the ball figured out what it was. They pulled the pin on you.
And that starts now.
And it starts now. Yeah.
It really does. Bot G, you got something?
Well, I'm glad AJ said that because it's about, he's talking about like, disguising the plays. Well, I feel the same thing applies to our defense. It's no secret we couldn't stop a run last year. So I want to, when I go to camp, what I'm looking for, and they didn't really do much yesterday or maybe even today, but I want to look at like the defense disguising their packages a little bit. I want to see a little of that pre-movement prior to getting set, or at least, like just so they don't, opposites don't come out and be like, oh, look, they're running a 3-4 and that's what they're going to stay in. Maybe they go 3-4, maybe they change to a 4-3, like right before the snap or something like that. I just really want them to disguise, what their coverage is so that we can, and what they're doing to stop the run. And I mean, if I get a chance to talk to any of the coaches, I'm definitely going to ask Eberflus and like, dude, what are you doing to stop the tush push, man? Because I'm sick of hearing that and seeing it twice a year, or every time we face them. So, yeah, I think I'm really looking to see what our defense can do. And then on the offensive side, I'm paying attention to Terrence Aluminum. I'm sorry, I meant Terrence Steel. I want to see
That's
him.
a soft metal aluminum.
Yeah, it's a very soft metal. So I'm thinking like is the coaching changes? Is the line coaches going to work with him? Maybe teach him some better technique. So if he's not the strongest right tackle, I mean, can he work on his technique and do a little better? Because like you said, he's soft. I mean, he's the kind of guy that goes to Walmart and walks out and he stops and he lets the lady check his receipt. You know what I mean?
Oh, he calls her over.
Hey, can you check this for me?
I get someone to check this for me,
just in case. Guys, we just had a rafter attack. We just had pack attack from the rafters like Sting with a $4.99 super chat. Micah to the pack. What do you boys say? So I
say fuck no.
Fuck no. You just came down from the rafters. We grabbed that $4.99 super chat and we sweet chin music ya.
I sweet chin music ya right in the face.
And AJ sweet chin music ya. I leg dropped you and then Boots power bombed ya.
I'm gonna say this: the chances that Micah Parsons is not a Dallas Cowboy for another contract is very slim.
I'm almost saying 0%.
Very slim.
I'll say 2%. Chance that he's not.
The fact
because he can't say 0.
Well, look, I would be more concerned about Trey Hendricks, and I'm not. Trey Hendricks is probably going to sign his deal with the Bengals.
Totally,
it's just a matter of time.
This is all a tactic.
Exactly, and
for the team and the player.
And Micah's showing up, and he's winning the hearts of us. So you come into our fucking house, pack attack. You don't bring a block of cheese for us to eat with our wine. Get out of here.
We appreciate. We do appreciate the super chat. We do appreciate the super chat.
Cheddar cheese, American cheese, pepper jack cheese. I love cheese. I'll eat it all day.
Oh,
Hell yeah!
I'll literally eat a fucking block of cheese.
Ant's trying to weasel his way out of this answer.
I could sit there. For like come home drunk and sit in the kitchen and just eat a block of cheese.
Oh, if there's a block,
I shit the next day? Maybe not, but I'll eat a block of cheese.
If there's a block of cheese and someone accidentally bought a new fresh deli ham package,
I'm good.
And some pickles.
I'm
good.
having
a charcuterie board.
I'll eat it till I chop myself. Okay, my answer to the question that I originally asked about what I want to see. I want to see the players, the young players, not only draft picks, but the guys that the Cowboys brought in. Like, we didn't talk about much of those guys. I know we had an article, but we were rolling. We can't hit all of it. So
we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
A lot of training camp talk. My thing is, I just want to see improvement with the guys that are new in the system. I want to keep hearing about career Elam making picks, picking off Dak Prescott.
We missed that.
We missed that. Had a nice pick of Dak Prescott today.
I've been high on Kyer since
since OTAs. He's probably one of the most talked about cornerbacks. I just want to see the guys that they brought in as these cheap free agents pay off.
Yes.
And their high draft picks pay off. That's all I want to see from now till week 1. Like, that's the whole point of training camp. Joe Milton playing well in preseason week 1. Any of these running backs stepping up. You're going to see all these running backs play, or most of them play in week 1 in the preseason.
Yep.
I want to see, unlike we've seen in past seasons, one of these guys step up and like break out for 120 yards in a preseason game.
And do not talk to me about, the snaps that they were getting were bad snaps or whatever. Okay, that's
players
fair.
Play, man.
The person who's going to make it on the team is the guy who makes a fucking mountain out of a molehill.
I need to see that guy step ahead. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that preseason week 1 star. Not like us having to reach out. I want it to be known that everybody that watches week 1 of the preseason, August 9th against, I believe it's the Los Angeles Rams,
I'll be there.
Yep.
Boots will be there, obviously, on the ground. Bot G, moniker, Eric.
Oh, fucking A, Bot G.
I want to know, I want it to be a consensus, 100% consensus that the player of that game for all of us is the same. Like, everybody's saying, that guy in the Cowboys stepped the fuck up. That's what I want to see. I don't care if it's special teams, offense, or defense. I just want to see that dude. Is that too much to ask? I just want to see that dude.
No, fuck no.
Because we haven't seen it. Bot G, Eric, you tell us, man. We love, man, meeting you. You always talk about meeting us, but meeting you, man, has been such a pleasure. Not only are
meeting you in that one man urinal stall where we all convoluted.
And what did they call it? A glory hole that we were all sticking
glory
our
hole
wieners in?
that we'd
no, but
where we first locked eyes.
But Bot G, meeting you, man, and just having you become part of the fam and just meeting a friend has been an amazing time. And I love that you're able to go to training camp and give us some content. But where can people find you online, man?
Yeah, no, I love you guys. You know, people talk a lot of shit on glory holes, but that's how you know they never stream. But
glory hole.
Yeah, no, I'm on both Instagram and Twitter. Right here at @botg_Eric. You can find us there, and I'll be traveling to training camp again this Saturday, Sunday. I'll be there for the joint practice on the August 5th as well, and then I'll be at preseason for that first game. As much possible content as we can, and I love you guys. Meeting you guys completely changed my life. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing the whole international correspondent at Formula Deportes as well. I never thought I'd be doing what I'm doing today if it wasn't for you guys.
Look at you, absolute stud. It's all you, dude.
You got the chops, brother.
You got the fucking chops.
Look, we are gonna jerk each other off all day when we get to meet each other. We can sit here and jerk each other off all day, but I think we got a special message for I don't know who we call.
I was gonna say, if you're not sitting here and jerking off fan, if you're sitting there behind the screen, you're a Packers fan, an Eagles fan, a Giants fan, a Commanders fan. Oh, Jaden Daniels is so good. If you're not a Dallas Cowboys fan, week 1 of training camp, week 1 of the 2025 season, we're going to look you in the face and we're going to go tell you to go fuck yourself. We love everybody that showed up. We will see you.
Love you, chat.
This weekend, going live with Bot G at
Hell
training
yeah.
camp. Hell yeah, baby. Let's do it.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Activate that boot camp. Follow me.
AJ, you gotta coach me through what I have to do. End stream.
Yeah.
Love you, boo.